If your developer refuses to deliver on time, for example, maybe you buy off plan, you and you know the way it is in Nigeria, you will have paid your first installment usually before you see the contract. Me, I would not do that anyway, but that's usually the way it is. But even if you see the contract before you pay, and then you agree on terms, and then you pay your installment, and then it's structured, it usually has a lot of terms. There are a few posts I did on my Facebook page talking about some essential terms you will see in an off-plan development contract that you should be wary about. And anyway, you sign the contract and it starts. One of the things in the contract is that you will pay in so installments, maybe 18 in you pay in 18 months, and the developer is under obligation to deliver in 24 months or something like that. Now, that's their obligation to you, that's the obligation to them. Now, this is a court judgment, right? Because I told you I'm also going to talk about court judgments. If the person selling to you or your developer has an obligation to get to a certain stage at a certain time, you are watching the developments and the developments are slow, right? You have a right to terminate the contract because they have fallen short on their obligations. So you have a right to terminate the contract. But most of the times we don't terminate the contract. And I'm not saying you should terminate the contract. And if you don't terminate, you can go on and then the jobs can continue. Now, if you also default in your payment, it's likely going to be monthly payments. If you default in your monthly payments, the developer has the liberty to also rescind the contract and call it off because those terms are usually there. They usually put their own terms there that they will call it off if you default. Now, if you now default and they take you and they terminate the contract and you decide to take them to court and you get to court and you go and start saying, after all, they also defaulted in their stages of development at certain times and you didn't complain, the court will tell you that you have waived your rights. The fact that they defaulted, you didn't see anything, does not give you liberty to default now. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you are going to waive any of the terms, any of the obligations in your development contract, don't see it as a benefit that they too must waive some of your own obligations. No. If they fall short on their obligations, take steps if you know you cannot take it. Because when you fall short on your own obligations, they have liberty to take steps on it. And you cannot call in any favors you have done. This is a contractual arrangement. It's different from just mere friendship. And because one is involved, you have to be very careful and run it properly. This was a court judgment. And I said I was going to bring you a few. This is one of them. See you tomorrow. Take care and have a great day. Bye.